That's the former cafeteria right there. Right there on the far right. Back there, those were dressing rooms. I think children's department or women's department. Right there was that first door was the original layaway room. It was a little room. The door was much bigger, but it looks like it might be a sliding door now. The doors beside it were the bathrooms. Those doors all the way in the very back, that led into some dark, some back hallway. Let's see. Back wall, that was the shoe department. That led into the back rooms, the warehouse. Yeah, well, there we go. You still see the fire extinguisher system. And you can hear it's still dripping inside. The clock is still there, or at least the back part of it. I don't know if you can see it very well, but that's it right there. That's the floor. Looks like they're sweeping. The cafeteria had actually closed before the store itself did. It actually closed by several years, and it was storage space for a while. The cafeteria actually originally was back in the back part of the building, and it was big. It was a much bigger cafeteria back then. They even had like a tray slide and kind of a Piccadilly's kind of style. I remember the soda fountains, and they had brown cups, brown plastic cups. In the center there was the jewelry department. They had the display cases. It was kind of in a big square shape. Here was women's clothing. Children's was back there. Clothing was pretty much on this side of the store. Toys was all the way on the far left. Pharmacy was on the other side. That's the front entrance right there, of course. Okay, so that's it for this side. We're gonna go to the other side now. We're gonna walk along the front. I don't really see any workers here. There was about 20 of them here about an hour ago. I think they're on lunch break right now. We're gonna look in here real quick. This is the front entrance. You can see the door. That was the main door. They actually had some machines in there, gumball machines at one point. Like, the majority of stores do. So anyway, we're gonna go to the other side. This was a big Kmart. It was quite sizable. So here we are. This is the other side. That's the front entrance there. That's the main building interior. You can just see the widespread water damage, what exactly it did to the ceiling tiles. The toy department was way back there, around that corner. He originally was there in the center of the store, right next to the, almost next to the jewelry department. That's the pharmacy. And I remember they had a big sign on top and a big red letters, pharmacy. And I'm pretty sure I have a photo of that somewhere. That's the door that leads to the garages. Those doors were, that's a storage office, and it looks like that was actually the main office. You can see windows up top, so I think there was stairs that led up to the offices. Behind the walls there, that was the warehouse where they would get things in, and you could kind of see a little bit of it, a little hint. That's the back exit, but it's not immediately at that back wall. There's like a good 10 feet in between. So anyway, it glares for some reason in this area. I don't know why. But let me see if I can get a little closer. Oh yeah, much better. Right, let me get a better grip on my phone here. There we are. Oh yeah, really good. In fact, you can kind of see that thing kind of sticking out of the ceiling a little bit. That was a clock. That was a clock. That had been up there for a very, very long time. In fact, I think as old as the building itself. So anyway, that's the pharmacy right there. This was all the hygiene area, shampoo, medicine, things like that. And as far as I remember, this had always been here, at least this. There was a pet department here at one point back in the 80s. This is where we had bought our hamsters, or my older brother had bought hamsters. And it was located about where the toy department was when the store closed in 2014. And they actually had things like birds and mice, rats, fish. That's the HVAC. Man, you can just see just the sheer amount of water damage. And you can see what it did to the light fixtures. I mean, goodness. Bent the light fixtures. It warped them. Back there was the electronics. And that, I think, was right next to the cafeteria, if I recall correctly. The original cafeteria. This was housewares, bedding, sheets, things like that. I believe the books were back there. They were originally here, the books and magazines. They were originally here in this little section right next to the pharmacy. But then they relocated them to the back of the building, along the back wall. Arts and crafts, things like that. I remember they had a huge Crayola crayon selection. Let's see if we can, yeah, there we go. Sharpen it a little bit. Now, I can't see it very well, but you can see the light reflecting off the light fixtures. I mean, it is just... I don't know what caused that. Those things are metal. I don't know why they're all warped like that. That's just really weird. But I guess natural decay and all that would do that. Let's get back over here one more time. That's the front there. The cash registers were along here. The main customer service desk was the one closest to the entrance of the building. Yeah, it's yeah, there's like nobody here. Well, there's a few people there. Police officer, but that's it. But he walked right by me, so I think I'm okay. Yeah, there's a photo from Halloween of I think 1992 or 1993. And which one is it? There, it's that one right there. There's a pole, and I'm standing right next to it. And you can see it in the photo. Wow. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to end it here. Alright. Kmart Denbigh Blvd, 1973-74 to 2014.